How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to share with you my biggest regrets when ranking up champions. I've ranked up hundreds of champions throughout the 10 years I've been playing this game, and most of them have in some way been really good for my account. But today I'm going to show you my biggest regrets so that you don't make the same mistake, man. So you don't make the same mistake, and hopefully you can learn something from this when it comes to using resources and stuff. But let's just get started. At number 10, we have 6-star Coal Obsidian. Now, the only reason I regret this is because I ranked this guy up months ago to do a video on how he was a Battlegrounds nuke, and I never did it. I think I got busy or something, and I forgot. And I think I was waiting for like Ascension materials, and then I just never ascended him, and I never did anything with him. And then he came out, and then everyone was like, oh my god, who knew that he was good? And I was like, me, I did, but I didn't make the videos. So this is just kind of, and now I have the 7 stars, so he's kind of just, will always just be sitting on the account doing nothing. Now at number 9, we have 7-star rank 3 Deadpool. I ranked him up partly for a meme and content, and then, but also they had updated his character model, and there was rumors of, and Legacy did a whole video on this, of them updating Deadpool, giving Deadpool a buff. So I was like, oh yeah, this is definitely coming. It all made sense. And they decided to give the buff to the Deadpool X-Force version and not just copy and paste it into the regular, more popular Deadpool. I have no idea why this guy is still just stuck in this like really sucky spot. Like, he's Deadpool, people want to play Deadpool, why is Deadpool not buffed? But that's where he is. He's absolutely useless. He's here just for a flex, I guess, and will probably never be buffed, unfortunately. So, but the model got updated. Number 8, Green Goblin, 6-star rank 5 Green Goblin. Now this guy, kind of in the same boat as Deadpool, but in the early days of Battlegrounds, I ranked him up, and he was actually quite a problem on defense on certain metas. People didn't know like how to counter that regen quick enough, but for them, and sometimes he'd catch you with that special too. But this is kind of a guy that I expected to be buffed by now. I mean, it's Green freaking Goblin. How is he not buffed yet? I love his design. I love the glider. It'd be so cool to buff this guy. Please be a surprise buff next month. Please give me 7-star Green Goblin. But alas, here he is, probably stuck on this account and only going to be played for fun sometimes. And even with the new event quest, I can't even play him for fun really. So yeah, here he is at number 8. Now, number 7 might surprise some people. It's 6-star Spider-Man 2099, and this is not because I have the 7-star version. This is because I don't like this character at all. I know he's good. I know he can do things. Obviously, there's channels out there that absolutely showcase this guy, how amazing he is. But I was forced to rank this guy up for an old alliance, and for some reason, they gave me the task of using this guy in Alliance War, and he actually did really well. He avoided a lot of nodes by like hitting into the block and then just using burst damage to burst them down. But he's just not, I don't like the character. I don't like being forced to rank up characters. Again, he's not a bad character. He's just not for me. I just don't use him ever. There's just so many other science champions I use more. So yeah, he's at number 7. All right, last 6-star on the list, Gladiator Hulk. So this guy needs a buff. He's absolutely dope. He has some really good utility in his ability to regen unavoidable damage. Problem is, he hits like a noodle, even though he has an axe and a warhammer. I also ranked this guy up and ascended him for a video that I never made. Maybe I'll make it eventually. But yeah, he takes magic and he takes kindred, kinda. And Magic obviously has been locked at a 5-star forever, and she's gonna have a completely redone kids coming next year, so he might not even be good for that anymore. So unfortunately, here he is stuck at where is he at? Number 6. So let's move on. The next 5 are going to be 7 stars, guys, and you might be surprised by some of these. All right, number 5, I have 7-star rank 3 Spiral. Now, what she's used for on my account is a Serpent counter in Battlegrounds. She counters him great. She finishes with 100% health. The problem is she takes forever to kill that guy, and I don't use her for anything else. She doesn't have your normal means of nullify, and it's only certain buffs. So there's only like, here, actually, let's just read them. Let's see quickly. Here we go. Fury, Precision, Unblockable, Death Immunity, Immortality, Indestructible, which are good buffs to have, but it's not all of them, right? And so I just think her style of fighting is very slow. Unless I'm doing something wrong, you can absolutely let me know down below. But I've watched videos, and that just seems how she works. She's there for survivability and not necessarily to get them down the quickest, but she does get them down like nice, and you don't have to worry about the immunity. She's not an awful champion. It's just not what I wanted from this champion when they first revealed her. I was expecting big damage, lots of bleeds and ruptures, and with all her swords, and it's just not for me, I guess. But she is here. She still gets used on my account, but I do regret ranking her up over up-and-coming Mystic champions for sure. At number 4, we have Black Panther Civil War. I have him at Sig 200 rank 3. He is very bursty. I just don't use him as often as I thought I would, especially in Battlegrounds. Most of the metas sometimes, like, basically, if you mess up with this guy, you're not having a good time. It is really hard you need AI to kind of keep up his charges and his damage. Again, he's not a bad champion. I just feel like sometimes he's more trouble than he's worth. You need to do the heavy into the special, which isn't always an option when it comes to Battlegrounds. Now, when he does work, when he does get a good matchup, he obliterates the opponent. He just doesn't have some of that utility that a lot of skilled champions have, like shrugging off debuffs. The only one he can shrug off is stun, which is great when it happens. And sometimes you can catch people on defense, but for the most part, you know, I just don't use him all that often. But I am glad they finally made him like a useful champion you can use, because for the longest time he was just absolutely awful. So it's nice to have him buffed, but you know, I do regret ranking him up over even Silver Sable's buff. You know what I mean? So, all right, moving on. Okay, 7-star Spider-Man Supreme coming in at number 3. This guy has a special place in my heart. He was one of my biggest videos back in the day. It was during some sale. I took him straight to rank 5 as a 6-star. I think got like 10,000 views, and I was like, yeah, he is like very, very nice against Hulklings and stuff. He's actually still a very good champion. I just find myself not using him at all because I'm so scared of his squishiness that it's just, I don't know. You mess up once with this guy and you lose. But if you don't mess up with him, he's very, very good. He can catch a lot of people on defense, though. He has that miss mechanic where that first medium's as a miss. But he's not awakened. I maybe jumped the gun on ranking him up. I don't know. He is a very cool champion. But he doesn't... The miss is really his only safeguard. Everything else, you know, without that miss, you're getting punished. And he only has, at rank 3, he only has 56,000 health. Let's compare that with another rank 3 champion. I'm just gonna pick one at random. Let's pull up Spiral. 75,000 health. Okay, just not a good health pool at all. Very squishy, which doesn't even make sense because he's Spider-Man. He's Spider-Man, but I mean, I'm rambling on now. He's at number 3. All right, at number 2, I have Corvus Glaive. I ranked this guy up immediately when I got him. Again, another successful video. Unfortunately, the health pools in this game, he just can't keep up with. It's very sad. Even in War and Alliance Quest, Alliance Quest he does all right, but who cares about that anymore? In Alliance War, in Event Quests, in in-game content, and challenges, he just there's only the only time you use Corvus Glaive is when you need to convert 10 armor ups into armor breaks, and then you can burst the opponent down. You can also do this method where you use the power the power gain boost, and you can bring him into a fight and just special 2 over and over and revive. And I mean, he's good for certain things. He's just not. I don't ever use him. I just never use him. I think I used him once for like a Crucible fight, and that was about it. Very cool champion. I miss the days when this guy ran the game, but he just doesn't do it anymore. Just doesn't do it anymore. And at my number 1 most regretful rank up, is Danny. Unfortunately, I did this rank up when rank 3s were rare. 6 stones were hard to come by. The requirement to dump all the 6 stones into her and use her effectively is just too much. There's other mutants that do what she does better, especially with Jean Grey here now. The only thing she had going for her was that the marked, which would prevent like second life abilities. That's still really useful, don't get me wrong, especially since Nick Fury's out and Serpent's out. You can kind of use that to prevent those, but you have to time them. You have to have a high sig, and I think you still have to time it right. So it's just, and you know, fighting with her again, she's just it's a weird fight style. It's like falter, and then you have to trust that you can falter. A lot of champions to have built-in anti-miss mechanics, you know, true strike, true whatever. So she still gets hit if you're not paying attention. It's just not. It's not. I love the champion. It's just I don't use her ever at all, and especially with the new mutants that have been rolling out, she's just gonna keep falling down in those tier lists. So, you know, it's unfortunate, but that's my number 1. All right, guys, that was my top 10 regrets on the account. Let me know what your regrets are, which ones you regret ranking up down below in the comment section, and also let me know what you want to see next. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe. Let me know what you want to see next down below, and that's it for this video, guys. Don't make my same mistakes. All right, y'all take care.